There we are. Hi guys, welcome back to another Karchak live stream.
This time
live from
this time with me. The last time for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
In case you are coming to my place, could you, while I'm talking, can you pull over the chat? Exactly, because we would like to stay in touch with you. You can ask any questions you like here in the chat, and we go from there. Okay, that's a little bit big. So we will be busy the next few weeks. I was busy already the past weekend, and now we are getting ready for the upcoming events. For this, Mark and Philo will be taking over the next 3 weeks because I'm traveling to the USA and France, and then I will be back beginning of November.
Mm-hmm.
But today topic will be about changes, switches,
card switches in different forms and in different ways. And
the cool thing is that they are one of the, I mean, everybody learns a new trick and here another trick and so on and so on. While when you can exchange or really in the mind of a spectator, exchange a card into another one, or they know it's the ace, now it's a 5 or whatsoever, is one of the strongest things.
Yes.
where they have no idea what really went on, and you should have a few of those in your arsenal. Therefore, we will start with the intro and then we go from there, right?
Absolutely.
First of all, I want to say I'm delighted that our streaming sign is showing green and has a nice upstream. Seemingly, we finally got it working. Maybe it was because you were close to the computer this time.
I have no idea.
Did you do anything, or was it me last time?
No, I did nothing.
I changed some stuff. It worked 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
I think it only has to do with the line. It has nothing to do with the hardware here. I think it's the...
And they immediately, when we had
upstream.
all these dropouts, I called the service and they immediately checked. I immediately did the IP checks, the ping checks and all this. The speed was high, so no idea. Anyhow. It happens. Last week, if you have missed us, sorry for that. We had our bank holiday here, our reunion day, exactly, East and West, and therefore we were in Berlin celebrating. No.
Yes.
Sure. No, we just took off and are back here talking about switches. Guys, is there anything you want to see especially, or shall we just start and go into the first one?
Exactly. We have a selection of 5 switches that we want to talk about, plus one bonus thing that you can be able to order today.
We are teaching a bit here. All we cannot, because it's not ours, and you could get it from Christian Grace directly, a good friend of ours, and we will talk about this one as well. And shall we do the order a little bit different to the German stream and start with the basic one with the top change itself?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, but let me first start with the switch one. Let's just real quick talk about it.
Nice. Okay.
So. In case you didn't know, Christian Grace, a good friend of us, has brought out a really good switch. One that I also use in my repertoire ever since I learned it in the college here. And guys, what can I say? For me, this changed everything. Switch 1 by Christian Grace is one of the best switches I've ever seen in my life.
And you are using double deckers with it, right?
Yeah, I use double deckers.
They usually don't come with these cards.
Right. That's a little bit of a tip here. If you order Switch 1, you get let's say an index with it. I'm not too sure if you can see it before you order it, but you get an index. And for me, it's really practical to have double deckers inside. it's a little bit easier to do the switch.
Yeah,
you have
Christian as well, but it is not delivered with it. So in case
Yeah.
you want to, either you have one of the double deckers in your home and you will need these 52 thinner cards, or make sure that if you order it, get one
Right.
on top.
Right, absolutely.
You can get it right now on our website. We call this Card Truck Recommends. You will get the Switch 1 with a specific discount because we are gathering the orders for a week until next Monday the 17th of October. Until then you can place your order. We will not ship out immediately because then we will send them out from Murphy's to our warehouse, or Murphy's will send it out for us in the United States, depending where you are. And Switch 1 is awesome. And
absolutely.
Do you want to show one of the switches?
Can't really right now.
You're not
put my
set.
card there.
Oh.
So to be honest,
I was in the German stream. I ran several times out and in.
Yeah.
Just for you.
To be honest, it really only makes sense if you have the index with you and you can show the really free selection of it. Otherwise, it would be just showing a switch where you can see nothing. So that's the thing. If you want, head back a few streams before that. We had Christian Grace on the stream. He showed it there, and we also had a video on that. Or
just search it on YouTube, Switch
You
1,
find
the
the tutorial.
presentation, or on our website,
trailer.
Card Truck Recommends, because there's the trailer included on the website.
Right.
This effect is like, it's trick photography. It's
so good,
You are
yeah.
standing, I saw it all around from any angle. I had no idea. And if you then would pause the video and go frame by frame, you don't see anything.
No,
you don't see it.
It's
one of the
just
coolest
good.
things. However, it's only possible with a folded object.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make a matter.
True.
You could even change a dollar bill into a playing card.
Or a euro bill. It's all possible.
In another denomination, etc.
Yep.
All is possible, but it is a folded piece of paper, material whatsoever, on
It could also be
waiting
billets,
somewhere. So
if you
waiting
want to.
somewhere on the table
Yeah.
that you can then pick up, and when you're opening it up, this moment of switch is
It's great. It's really great.
one of the coolest
So
things.
check it out on YouTube. We don't have to tell you too much about it. We have been speaking so much about it in the past already. So
Yeah, Switch 1,
highly recommended
Yes.
from my side as well. Also the routines that coming with the tutorial. Perfect.
Yes.
Go get it. Go get it.
Guys, so this was Switch 1. You will find it on Card Truck Recommends. And if you're going there anyhow, you will also find two other products of us with a nice discount of 15% for only 1 week, like the Switch 1 as well, 15%. And this is two of our tricks called the Polish Poker and the letter deck. Both great effects. I will show you later in a second how to do this, and they both use a very special switch called SATA switch, the Stop at the Aces.
Which Christian
switch.
will teach you guys. a little
Yes,
bit
and
later.
it's from Patrick Kubota from Belgium. Is really a cool one. So it has nothing to do with a special gimmick or so, because Tobias is asking right now, could we do switches with gimmicks or misdirection? We did not bring anything with
gimmicks.
with the gimmick.
No.
With the
It's
gimmick.
just
Interesting, because we could use the Trojan deck as well.
Yes.
But it's not a switch.
It's not about that, right? It's about real world, real working.
I muted myself.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not a switch.
Real working switches of cards that are easy to do and work all the time. So
Is the index of Switch 1 for Switch 1 in a wallet?
yes,
It is a wallet.
yes,
Yes. Made out of leather?
yes. I think so. Not too sure. Sorry, not
but
too sure.
long-
Yeah.
Definitely long lasting, not too bulky.
No, it's
Where do you keep it? You don't have a suit or
No,
a vest,
I
so,
don't
so
have
it's in your
anything.
trouser pocket,
in my
right?
pocket. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
And there was a special way which Christian presented how you can, let's say without saying too much, how you can come to the correct cards in a really great way right in front of the spectator's eyes.
oh wow.
With your wallet on the table, and this is really smart. I don't know if he teaches it anywhere else. Otherwise, check out the lecture next time when he's here. I'm sure he will show you. Right.
Yes. So sorry for being a little bit tired. it was a long drive home yesterday. We came back from a convention. Switches.
Okay.
No, there's one extra. For Flawless is asking, could you show the dailies switch? Do you know the dailies switch?
I have no idea. Freddie, what's the daily switch? I don't know.
Yeah, a short description maybe in one sentence would be awesome. In the meantime, Tobias is asking, do the spectators see the wallet?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
No.
This is so smart. Yeah.
No.
This is
No.
smart,
Really?
Yeah, it has. Toby, if you have a look at the,
No way.
I'm not so sure if he did that. Yeah, if you have a look at the Magic Live Show and the performance that he did there, to me, it's a little bit like that with a really freaking clever misdirection, which you never would suspect something like retrieving a card happens in this moment. This is unbelievable.
And he had the wallet in full view?
Yeah. He has
but the cards are, it's like a money wallet.
Let's say without saying too much. There's a prediction inside the wallet. He gives out the prediction and accidentally pulls something without, and then
nice.
I don't tell anything else. But
it's very
that's
cool.
great, and I use that all the time. It's so good. And you laugh yourself if you
You have to be careful not to laugh, right?
That's so good. It's so good. Nobody suspects anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have seen Sean Faulkner this weekend. Very rare occasion right now because Sean stopped traveling around, doing only his theater show in Hidden Wonders in Vancouver, and but he has a great wallet. I could show you. It's
why not?
Yes,
why not?
But that's another topic,
another
maybe for
show,
the future.
Another
Yes.
stream. All right.
So
let's start with a top change. One of the classics and one of the changes. Oh, excellent. One of the changes.
Insider, he loves the 7 of clubs. It's just like this. I'm grabbing another deck of cards while you're explaining. Okay.
Do that. All right. So top change. You guys, just in case you don't know, I assume that you guys all have ever heard about the top change. It's basically changing one card for another in a movement like this, or like this, and you can change the cards how many times you want. It's something that you should have in your repertoire, but there are a few touches on it that I think make more sense than stuff that I did in the past myself. So I did a few mistakes myself. Like, let's say you want to change the 6 of spades for the 7 of clubs here, and in the past I did something like gesticle. I did the gesture, and I was too much involved in this, and then I did something like this and had too much time on the deck itself. And I think it's suspicious if you move both hands. It really makes much more sense if you just move one hand, like with a deck.
But it's also very interesting when you have something in your hand and you're moving over like this. When you're moving over to speak with a spectator or point to something, you are already coming closer to the cards. It's not like just standing in front and moving your hand over there and doing something, because it's all done in a body movement thing where the hands come accidentally closer. And when you just have a deck of cards in your hand and you have a playing card itself,
or you can point to anything.
Yes, you usually then would notice that the cards are not steady in front of your body like a robot.
Right.
But you're gesturing, you're coming closer. I could just drop a card. Now I just did, I dropped a card onto the card case. Make sure that you train it a little bit in front of your mirror, but don't close your eyes.
don't close your eyes. That's another thing.
Because it's a big signal when you see other magicians and they do a trick move. Most of them close their eyes accidentally. They don't want to. They just do it because they haven't seen anything, right?
Yeah.
And therefore this works well. So everybody does.
I had that happen to me in the past as well. So when I started with Magic, it was like every move I did, I was like closing my eyes, and I thought like, oh, nothing happened there.
We call it the magician's peekaboo.
Yeah. But reality showed that something happened.
Yes. Yes.
But let's say you don't want to be moving both hands at the same time. Try to get the spectator used that you are moving around with your hands a little bit, and in that moment you can easily switch the card out. One other tip is that either you change the card in the hand and leave this hand steady, or you do it the other way around. You move this hand and change the card on that side. That's my tip. I don't think there's anything there's any right or wrong. Do it how you want to do it, but this is my tip.
When you train it, certainly you will look down and check what you're doing there.
Don't do this.
But you're sure for training purposes, yes. But then you have to make sure that everything happens looking up into the spectator's eyes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your signal. When you are looking down, they look down. So you are bringing heat onto your deck yourself, looking
Absolutely,
down.
yeah.
So take it off. Look at their face. Ask a question. They are so busy with finding an answer to that question, and you can walk through an elephant.
Right. Yeah. Try to get used to this motion. This is something you should do over and over again. I tried that in the past. I set up
Netflix binge watching with the top change.
And all you do is switching the cards all the time, and you don't do anything else, and you can do it a little bit quicker, and then you try around.
And maybe a little bit more silent, so that you don't hear like.
Right. This is one thing that you should be aware of. If you're in a quiet room, then there might be a sound happening, but usually there's so much ambient noise around you, though that it doesn't really matter. But try to get used to this move, and then it's easy for you to switch the card without them to notice.
It's top change is, I think, the most versatile, most often used weapon in the arsenal of a magician. So we put this to the front as the first one. Now coming to number 2, that would be the retention change, how it is called. It's a variation or a touch by Christian Grace of Marlow.
At Marlow change. I don't know if it's the retention change or not. But check out Christian Grace's Instagram profile. What was the name again?
I will put the
link. Drunk Prediction. It's called Drunk Prediction. Christian did something like, we just go through this. I don't have I need a deck in order. I don't have a deck in order right now.
But nobody would see this card that he puts
exactly.
there.
Let's assume this is my prediction. Christian would say something like, let's say the 10 of hearts. I bring the 10 of hearts to the top, and in this motion, I could say, you remember I had a prediction here on the glass all the time. Poof, you put it on the table, and there you go. It's the 10 of hearts. It's Drunk Prediction by Christian Grace, where this move is taught, but also on his Magic Monthly.
Yes, so in our video description you will find the link to Christian Grace's Magic Monthly. It's an awesome learning channel where he's teaching every month several effects. And it's a great offer because it's it's an affiliate link that you will find in our description. We can highly recommend it. You can opt out monthly if you like, and you have access to all the videos he did so far, and they are really strong. His stuff is
so many good ideas.
You get a 10% discount on top as well. If you live in England, sorry, it's the same price like always. If you are living in any other country, thanks to inflation, it gets cheaper and cheaper because he's charging you in British pounds.
Right.
So we can highly recommend it. You get 10% discount with Magic 10, I think. It's also down in the video description. You'll find the affiliate link as well as the code that you will use. If you try this link on our website, this is not a discount code. It's only a discount code for Magic Monthly. Just want to say, I got some feedback that people were trying to get this working on our website as well. Sorry, no.
Cool. So this one is great because you can use it with a borrowed deck if you would like to. I wouldn't say use it or try to do it with a bad deck that it doesn't really like the plastic deck. I don't think it really works there, but it could.
And then seeing a glass here, make sure that it's not moist.
Yes.
Thanks to USPC printing bicycle decks and our Phoenix decks in casino quality. USPC, I don't know when they changed it, but they decided to have water-soluble glue in the center. That means as soon as it gets moist, the side, you might have noticed it already, the cards get unusable because they turn black on the edges, and just by accident tapping it, done. If you are following us already for a while, you know that we had some problems and with USPC, and therefore I also looked for an alternative while printing also USPC decks. It's your choice what you want to do, but I can highly recommend using the cards that we are doing in our other manufactory. there will be our Phoenix index cards, the slightly enlarged indexes. The Phoenix indexes will be there. If you have seen our German stream, I took 2 of the jokers and put them under the water hose for several seconds, also on the edge, not only like this and that, but also on the edge like this. And certainly the gray started going in because the moisture goes into the cards, and because the finish is not like water resistant, it's just water repellent, and therefore the edge especially is cut open, and therefore water can come in. However, here's the cool thing: all the tricks that you're doing with a beer bottle, with whatever, a card on under a glass where maybe a drink was inside, etc. Now you would be safe again with our Phoenix decks, because here are the 2 jokers that we made wet an hour ago, more or less.
Yeah.
Right? And I can show you the top camera. And in the German video, you would see the gray border all around these 2 jokers, and this is gone. This is the same material that we are printing, the same cardstock, the same finish where we are printing right now. These were printed by the company we are using. That was the FISM deck, the official one, and it's an awesome deck of cards. I mean, the quality and the production, it can do pharaohs, certainly.
Yep, works
in both directions, by the way, after a short while. So expect the best. If you are working with us, the Phoenix deck will be available from there as a Phoenix index version in several colors, etc. They are coming soon, so stay tuned. We get to this.
Right.
Back to this one here.
So, yeah.
Yes.
The thing I wanted to say is you can do it with a borrowed deck, more or less, and it's an impromptu effect, and I really like it. And it's like in the video you will see that Christian just simply goes through the deck, is looking for the right card, brings it to the top, and says like, you could have chosen any card, right? And then it's strong. It's really strong, and it's a great thing. One little tip is if you do it with a glass, you need something that is high enough. The problem is if you do something with something that is too not high enough on the table, you get a little bit of a problem doing the switch, because you don't have enough movement to do this. This is one thing I found out.
The hard way.
Yeah, the hard way. It's better to have it on a huge glass.
Yeah, so a beer glass is fine, or a red wine glass,
exactly.
etc. I would like to show you also, because we got already the first decks made in our other printing company where we do the new design. And let me show this one more time to you. You might be familiar with our card cases that look like this. And this one is the one that you have seen for several years now. The Phoenix deck in casino quality with Phoenix backs, etc. Either with the normal indexes or the classic indexes, or our Phoenix enlarged indexes, back then called the large index. And here you would see the version now, the Ace of Spades got clearer, has less detail besides of the Phoenix in the center, so it fits our other aces much better. It certainly says Phoenix Index. The design got a little bit more clean, so more modern. And other than that, as you can see, it can still switch very well. So because that's one of the features that are very important for the Phoenix, that a deck switch, a complete deck switch, that's another topic that's not for today.
100%
is so simple, and nobody would ever see this. We still have certainly a lot of these card cases as well in stock, because we are also selling just flat card cases in case you need it. So in case you have a problem with it, take the old ones with the design. That big deal. And I can show you that the deck, this is by the way a double decker made by them, that the Ace of Spades now got this little change, as you can see. And when I take out all the other aces, it really fits well into this, very, very nice. And I think it's more streamlined with these 2 lines that are more popular for our Phoenix decks. Yes, so sorry, that was our advertisement block. You got this one now as well. And now let's go back to the next switch. And I think the next one would be the one that we are teaching when
SATA switch.
Yeah, the stop at the aces switch, SATA. And actually this is an awesome trick that I will do first of all with a normal one, or no, I will teach it with the normal cards, but in the meantime I will do something using the letter deck or the Polish poker to show you what is going on there. Okay, so what is really going on, we are adding some cards to the deck like so, and can now shuffle the deck like so, and face up, face down, you know the drill. And then from there you go and start also an overhand shuffle if you want. And then it's all about selecting several cards. I need 6 cards altogether, so while I go through, you can see all the cards are different. Just say stop.
Alright, stop.
Several times, so that we have 6 cards altogether, right?
Okay, stop.
This one, okay, that's 2.
Stop.
That's 3.
Stop.
This one?
Yep.
That's 4.
Stop.
Oh, you know what? Let me do the top camera because we forgot about this earlier. So we go further. Let's say stop.
And stop.
This
there.
one?
Yeah, this one.
That's number 5, and one more.
And stop. There.
And
this one,
here there are 6 times where he stopped. Take out the cards, put them here on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. These are the 6 cards. Let's see what he really picked. Nothing very special so far. It's not even a poker hand, a very low one, just 2 3s. That's not so much, but if you make it magical, then certainly something else will be shown, and that would be
switch.
Perfect switch. You saw I switched these 6 cards in, while it was definitely a free choice picking the 6 cards. Seemingly, we will talk about this later. I will teach you. And now we do the same thing with the cards that we are adding in Polish poker. Those are these. And we do the same thing. I'll cut a little bit short. And you go through. I can show you again. Now it's shuffled, right? And you say stop.
Stop.
This is one.
Stop.
This one?
Yep. No, the next one. Next one.
Not this one. Not this one, but this one.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay.
And stop.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, that's 3.
Stop.
This one?
Yep.
It's 4.
And stop. There. Yeah.
And 5. So 5 cards altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards. Which poker hand? Because it's Polish poker. Which poker hand did you like?
I've heard it's not actually the best thing. Is not a full house. It's a royal.
It's a royal flush.
Royal flush.
Yes, the royal flush is the best one. Yes.
Yeah.
You want the royal flush?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Perfect. So
Nice.
in spades, a royal flush, perfect. And he selected all the cards seemingly. And now I will show you how to do it yourself. It's easier than you might think, but it fools a lot of magicians.
It does. Yeah, the switch is great.
Yeah,
It really
I
looks
mean,
good,
when it fools magicians, it will fool normal people, and it will be, I think, in your arsenal from now on. Patrick Kurota from Belgium, very clever guy. He came up with it several years ago. And let's do this. I will explain it now. What we are needing to give this trick his name with the 4 aces, because it's called Stop at the Aces, and we are trying exactly this. These special cards, in this case 4 different ones, come on top of the deck, and when you shuffle, riffle shuffle whatsoever, make sure that the position of these 4 cards does not change until the very end, when you then overhand shuffle and get 8 cards on the back of the deck. So the setup will be now 8 in different cards, no matter which ones, and then the 4 aces. Now the interesting part is when you reach 4 of the cards, you can show them casually, and you will continue. And the first card is a time force. So he will then say stop on this card, and this would be the first outjog one. So the first needs to be the first ace and a time force. And then when you continue, you will now, you see already that the cards here are a little bit floppy and not very well aligned. That's important, because now you're out jogging a little bit to the top, like so. 1, 2, and 3 more, because we need 4 cards. And now the cards can go down again. And when this one is selected, we have 2, we have 3, and maybe 4 cards. That's how it all looks like, right? That's what you think. But when you now turn, I'm not allowed to cover. You maybe see it like this. When you now turn here and tilt the cards out, this will happen. I hope I got the other eyes. Yep, it was. So I took more than 4 cards out, actually 8. And the top card certainly will then be the 4 aces, they stopped, and this tilting move is doing the whole secret when you outjog the cards a little
So
bit.
good.
It's really,
So
really,
good,
really
yeah.
good, and Patrick allowed us to use this switch for the 2 effects. I think it really turns a packet trick into much, much more, because now you have a full deck of cards, and you can certainly do it with Very Wild, our newest release, where you need 4 cards seemingly, and you could do something similar there. It's not that difficult, really. It's really, really cool. Okay, so far so good.
Nice one. So, guys, you learned something today. Great.
Yes. Is it the only one? No, you're teaching more.
Where were we? Yeah.
We were on the search for other switches that we usually don't do, however, like them a lot. And one of the cool topics that many magicians sooner or later come across is switching the places of 2 cards. So when
without a gimmick, that's and without a duplicate card,
and no duplicate card. So if you have only one deck of cards, maybe they borrow you a deck of cards, you don't have a duplicate, and you still want to switch places, then this might be an application for you. And this is done by Alex Pandrea.
Alex Pandrea, he teaches this on his YouTube channel. We leave the link in the description down below. So. Please forgive me if it's not so good. I just learned it today, and I tried it out. But it goes along the lines.
I like it. It was already good. It was already good. And it's called Spread Switch. But we will put a link down there so that you can immediately jump there and get it.
Right, exactly. But you leave your spectator point to a card. Let's say, for example, it's this one here, and you can show it. It's the 10 of hearts.
Shall I go closer like this?
Yeah. You see, I need to try if that works for me. So the 10 of hearts is here, and then you show the next card, which is the 9 of hearts.
Take another one.
Let's do it with a.
Take a black one.
Diamonds.
Come on.
Oh yeah,
that's a
Queen of Spades. Great. and in a move of turning. Oh god. So again, in a movement of turning this over, you have the card switched like this, and you can show that you could have chosen any of these cards, right, that are here, but actually the Queen of Spades is here, and the 10 of Hearts is over there. So
it was a little bit floppy. However, it fooled me a little bit on the camera.
It was it's a little bit hard to look at the camera and
the cool thing is
I tried again.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
leave it like this. So you have the 4 of clubs here. You switch it like this, and you could have chosen any of these cards here.
So you're brushing them with your finger.
But it's 4 of clubs here.
Yeah,
so you need to learn this. This is one thing that I'm trying to learn for the next time. I think it might be helpful sometimes.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah,
it's really a good one, especially when you do this.
It's a clever impromptu thing. Yeah. I think you can do it like with a really.
Imagine you would have a duplicate card, and you would switch a signed card for an unsigned.
Oof. Could do that, or you could do a card to box with this.
Any options are there. It's really a good switch.
I have an idea to do this with a card to box. Then this might be.
It's a good move.
I'm trying to learn this.
It's really a good move.
I'm going to learn this.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for sharing this with us. That's awesome.
It's a great one.
Last but not least, there's one that I am a big fan of. However, I can't do it. But my friend from Munich, Alexander Christ, he is an awesome card guy. Now does a big illusion, and he could do this. He did it for years to train himself to the best possible. He's crazy when he trains slides, and this one is a very cool one, and it's called the Scoop Switch.
The Scoop Switch, which is basically almost the same in the beginning as we did before. So you leave your spectator point to a card as well. It's a free selection, a really free selection. Let's say you select this card, you can turn it over. As I said, it's free. It's the King of Hearts in this case. You put it down on the table, and then the only thing you would need is some object that you move on the table, because it makes more sense. I don't want to say it's not possible without it, but it makes more sense if you have it on the table.
Because you have one right now. You have one free hand. That's the right one.
Exactly.
And you have the cards in your other hand. So most magicians or most people would now grab with the empty hand to move it.
Right.
But if you have an excuse why you now
it wouldn't make
busy
sense
with your right hand.
It wouldn't make sense not to pick it up like this. But in case you scoop it up like this while you turning the glass over, and then you have switched it to the second position.
Another king.
Kings, another king.
Yes, another. No, these are good.
Yeah, let's try it again. let's try it again. Yeah. So you move it. So the thing you do is you either you pinky pull back the card so it bevels up like this.
I think that's the best one.
I think this works the best because you also have an angle from the front.
Because now
I need to be aware of my angles. It's a bit with a camera.
And certainly it's a camera and now misdirection.
But what you do basically, exposed move is like you bevel it up like this, and you scoop underneath the card and scoop it up, and so you have it in second position on the deck, and then
it's like a tabletop switch.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
It certainly needs more practice from my side.
But it's a good one as well.
But,
however, you need a specific surface. If you are doing it on a very slippery table, it's definitely not a good idea.
I've tried it on a hard surface, it didn't work. At least for me. I don't know, maybe someone could do it, but...
It needs something to scoop it up, otherwise... You would even without the cards and the other hand, it's difficult to pick up a card that is...
I think it might work with more speed then. So if you
and the other thing is that you could what many magicians do when they are not having the surface they need when they work in a restaurant, etc. They are leaving a deck of cards there, a box there. So then you can place a card there,
let's say
like this one.
But not sure. Yeah, you need.
So that you then can
thinking about that's pretty. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially when you could now even grab for the card case with this one while scooping it up.
Right.
And and blocking the right. So in case you don't have the surface like this, then it's not a bad idea.
So honestly, I wouldn't have a situation in mind right now that I would use this for, but maybe there's this one or more routine where
the cool thing is it's also good for switching not only one card but when you're upgrading the skill, you can also switch 4 for 4, let's say.
Yeah.
As you are now scooping up the 4 cards with a break under 4 cards, and they would then switch.
Yeah.
Want to do it? I don't know. I think that the stop at the aces switch is very universal.
This is great. Yeah.
Definitely, learning skill is super low,
and it works.
And it works very well, and it really fools a lot of magicians. Very well surrounded. It's really, really cool. So these were our switches. One more time, we showed you the top change. We don't even know, it's so old. Please.
I'm not too sure. Who invented the top change?
I know that Patrick Page did a bottom change, and I never could get my head around it. But it looked good.
Like the Greek deal, for example, is another thing that I couldn't really.
Okay, then the retention change from Christian Grace. We showed the stop at the aces switch, the spreads switch, and the scoop switch. I hope that there was something for you in as well. If you like, please go to magicmonthly.com, I think, from
.co.uk, I think.
Oh, that might be.
But check the link in the description down below. There you find everything.
Exactly. And then use it's the affiliate link, and then also use our 10% discount code, and you will have the 10% discount forever as long as you stay there signed up. You can quit monthly.
Right.
So that's very, very fair offer. And I'm sure that you will not quit because the content you are getting is twice a month, I think.
Yeah, I think two effects a month, but sometimes there's a bonus effect.
He just published photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. It's a great one.
And so if you like one of the effects that we showed, the Switch 1, we have it on our website with a 15% discount. You will find it.
Highly recommended. Not
only highly recommended, Card recommend.
Yeah.
Because it's the category on our website, card-shark.de. You'll find in the navigation in the online shop the Card Shark recommends. You will find the Switch 1 with a 15% discount. We will also have the letter deck with a 15% discount and the Polish poker with a 15% discount. And I just figured out, because it just makes sense to have the double decker included in the Switch 1, that I will add a double decker there as well.
Great.
And discount it there for 15% as well.
This is good. Yeah.
So you have a great combination. We will not ship the Switch 1 immediately because we are gathering orders for a week. Next Monday we will stop the offer and then tell Murphy's how many they should ship us or give us, and then we will take care of this and send out all the orders containing Switch 1. So thank you so much.
Right.
It was awesome.
That's it.
If you like, please leave a comment, leave a like.
A thumbs up.
And also subscribe to this channel. It helps a lot for the algorithm, because especially our English speaking channel is still a little bit low. We only have a few viewers right now here live. It adds up over the next week. That's what we know. However, I wish you a great week. I hope you have a lot of fun.
Any topics that we could have in the stream, let us know in the comments down below. So we are always interested in what you want to see. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we will stop. We will start talking stupid stuff, and you might quit and won't like. But if you have any questions to the professionals or semi-professionals, we call them semi-professionals because sometimes it flashes. Yeah. No, they are professional. They are professionally enough. Let's say it this way. I will be out for 3 weeks, going to America and then to France. I'm really looking forward to all this. I will be back beginning of November. Can't wait. Maybe I will join at least with the chat, so that we see us there. Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, have a great week. See you next Monday.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.